In this world, not all stab wounds come from enemies. Sometimes they come from the people closest to you. The ones you said, "It's impossible for them to betray me." We live believing that love alone is enough, that loyalty will be met with loyalty, and that if the heart is sincere, it will find a heart like its own. But reality isn't always fair. In this video, I'll share with you a true story from the heart of pain. A story of betrayal that didn't just break a heart, but rebuilt a person anew. Get ready, because you're about to hear something that might resemble your story, or save you from repeating it. I thought I knew her. I would have sworn it. Her name was Nadine. Quiet, and the kind of girl who walked into a room and lit it up without saying a word. I met her during one of the hardest years of my life. A year where I lost my job, and some of my friends slowly disappeared. But she was there, always there. I used to feel like God sent her to me as compensation for all the losses. She would listen when no one else did. She laughed at my jokes even when I wasn't laughing. She noticed the little things that make a broken man feel whole again. 1 year passed, then 2. We got engaged. I used to say to everyone, "Nadine isn't just my fiancée, she's my anchor." But I didn't know that sometimes the anchor is the same thing that drags you down. And sometimes, the person you trust most is the one holding the knife. It started changing quietly, subtly. At first, I didn't see it. She started missing calls, replying late, smiling less. And when I asked, she'd say, "Just tired. I'm okay." But I'm not stupid. The heart always knows. Even when the mind has no proof, something felt wrong. I started suspecting that there was someone else. And honestly, the hardest part wasn't the betrayal. It was the doubt. That slow-burning question that eats at you in silence. Could she really do this to me? I couldn't live in doubt, so I confronted her. One regular day, I looked her in the eye and said calmly, "Nadine, if there's something I should know, please tell me. Maybe I'll understand. Maybe we can fix it, but don't let me live a lie." She went quiet. Then one tear fell from her eye, and she whispered, "I'm sorry. I didn't mean for it to happen." But it did. Yes, it did. I found out she'd been seeing a co-worker for months. It started with just talking, and then turned into something deeper. In her words, "Did I cry? Yes. Did I break anything? No. But something inside me shattered, and never quite healed." It wasn't just her body she gave away. It was her heart, her intention, her ability to look me in the eye every day while I was building a future with her. And she was tearing it down behind my back. The problem wasn't that she cheated. The problem was that she chose to cheat on me. The man who opened his heart to her, his home, his dreams. I walked away. Completely. Not out of hate, but out of respect for what little remained of myself. The following months were heavy. And every night, I returned to the same haunting question. Was I not enough? But then it hit me. Sometimes, people don't betray you because you're lacking. They betray you because they can. Because some people don't have the heart you do. Some don't value loyalty the way you do. Some don't love deeply. They just love conveniently. I realized no one deserves to be given more than they give in return. Trust is like glass. Once broken, it never really looks the same. And sometimes, betrayal doesn't just show you who they are. It shows you who you are, and how strong you can be after the pieces fall. Today, I'm better. I've healed. I've grown. I don't hate Nadine, but she means nothing to me now. Because people who betray you don't lose you immediately. They lose you forever. Betrayal isn't the end of life. It's the beginning of a new awareness. When your heart is broken, don't try to fix others. Fix yourself, get up, and smile. Because the one who betrayed you wasn't your fault. It was their choice. And don't forget, An honest person doesn't regret their kindness. They learn how not to offer it to those who don't deserve it. Forgive, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. And if the one you thought was everything to you let you down, remember that you are everything to yourself, and that God doesn't forget a broken yet faithful heart. Be strong and start over.